Hi, my moto friends, and welcome to Missouri Cruiser. Welcome to my very first ever motovlog. I'm not really sure what to talk about on my motovlog. What's my weekend been like? My weekend started with my son having surgery. He actually went and had surgery on Friday to remove his gallbladder. It went as planned, other than the fact that I was in a hospital waiting room for about 7 hours waiting for everything to be done and him be ready to leave. Everything turned out all right. But he's not riding with me today because he's a little sore. Normally he'd be out riding with me tonight, but he's a little sore right now. He doesn't feel like riding, so can't blame him. He's got 4 incisions on his stomach, so it'll be a little hard for him to maneuver the bike like normal. But aside from that, he's doing good. So I think most people know by my title, I do live in Missouri. I live just south of St. Louis, Missouri. You can see by the map that we're on Missouri Highway 21. This is new Highway 21. This is not the old highway. The old highway's speed limit's about 45 or so. They both go to the same place, so depending how fast you feel like driving, either take the new one or take the old one. The old one also has a few stoplights on it. A lot more people entering and leaving the highway, but it's a nice cruise. It's a nice trip down it every once in a while. Just felt like going a little faster tonight. So what can you expect on my motovlog? I'm not sure really what to tell you to expect on my motovlog. I don't know what topics I'll have to talk about. I do know that I plan on keeping this channel away from politics. I don't want this channel to be negative. That's one of the reasons I don't have comments on my videos. I may open up comments later. We'll see. My experience with my other channels has been that once you open comments, you start getting a lot of negativity on the channel. People just want to bash things. There's a lot of people on YouTube that they just troll YouTube, do nothing but complain and gripe. It kind of makes you wonder what kind of life they really got if that's their entire purpose in life is just to try and trash other people on YouTube. But they do it, and I don't know why they do it. They just do it. They call them trolls. I'm not sure if that's an appropriate term for them or not, but that is a term. Yeah, so we're doing right about the speed limit here. I want to make sure I don't go too fast. But man, I tell you what, the weather out tonight is fantastic. A little bit on the chilly side, but other than that, man, it is great out here tonight. Clear skies, a little bit of cloudy there in the south, you can see, a little bit over in the west, but man, is it nice out here tonight. It's been a great night to sit on the porch and drink a beer. I love to go to new restaurants. I love to try things that I've not tried before, as long as it's not raw fish. I've had a couple bad experiences with sushi, and I know it's all about the people that fix it. But yeah, I don't care to have raw fish. I'm kind of a country boy. I like my fish battered and fried. But other than that, I do like to try new foods. I like to try new restaurants, little small mom and pop shops, and I got a couple new ones in mind. As well as we might go ahead and visit a couple of the old ones that I've been to before. One or two of them I may actually have already have videos on. One of them is Sausage Pizza, which actually is at the end of this road. But there's a couple others down here, and there's a couple others north of me, west of me, and east of me. I got some trips planned up northwest. I got trips planned northeast. I might do some stuff to the south. There's a couple of Harley dealerships that I wanted to visit. And there's also there's a covered bridge in Missouri that I've never been to. It's down south of me, quite a bit way south of me, down around Poplar Bluff. I'd have to look up exactly where it's at, but I do plan on visiting that. I don't know if I'll get to it this summer or not. It all depends. There is another covered bridge I've been to before. It's up in the northwest of here. It'll be about an hour and a half ride, something like that. Should be a pretty good trip. We'll stop somewhere to eat. My daughter goes with us, but she probably will. She's on at 883, so we'll probably have to stop a couple of times for gas. but you got to do what you got to do. So that is one thing about me. I ride with my family a lot. I don't know how many people on here do that. My son has a Harley and my daughter has a Harley. My daughter actually is 18. I bought her a Harley for her birthday. She turned 18 in March, and instead of buying her a car, I bought her a Harley. So she might be the only student in her graduating class that got a Harley for a present. But that's what she's got. She loves it. She rides it. And since March, she's put over 800 miles on it. So most of those with me, but she has done a little bit by herself. You know, and I know people might say, don't you worry about your kid on a motorcycle. Hell yeah, I worry about my kid on a motorcycle. I worry about myself on a motorcycle. Sorry about the cough, man. I'll cut the coughs out in editing, but I'll tell you what, I do worry about my kids on a motorcycle, but I don't want my kids to be afraid to live. And that's what it boils down to. I asked my daughter if she wanted to ride with me and her brother, and she said she did. So we got to looking for motorcycles, and I wanted to get her a Harley. And when you're looking at used Harleys, you're looking at damn near the price of an 883. So that's what we ended up going with. We ended up going with the Iron 883. She actually picked it out. We took her to a dealership. We sat her on a bunch of bikes. She preferred the narrow tank. I'm gonna get out in front of these cars a little bit. She preferred the narrow tank on the 883. It's even though it's a little taller, she's got longer legs, and she was able to flat foot it, so it worked out good for her. It's a great starting platform for her. She loves the bike. She's got a couple things that she wants to do to it. She wants to change the handlebars and stuff, but I put the engine guard on it for her, so that'll help her if she ever comes to a spot where she drops it. I hope it'll help her. But you know, and I bought her a good helmet. She's got a biking jacket, so you do what you do. You do what you can do to protect them. But yes, I worry about my kids on bikes. I worry about myself on bikes sometimes, but you can't be afraid. You know, fear will really hold you back in life. If you live your life afraid, it's not much of a life to live. You can't be afraid in life. You cannot be afraid to live. You cannot be afraid to go to hell, to go outside and do whatever the hell you want to do when you want to do it. You want to get on a bike, get on a fucking bike and go. You know, you can't be afraid to do it. But step off the soapbox there. But yes, I know people are going to ask if I don't worry about my kids on bikes. Yes, I do. So I know one of the questions that's going to come up is, why am I doing a motovlog? And quite honestly, I'm doing it because I want to do it. A lot of YouTube for me is more of a self-development type thing than anything else. I don't make squat for ad revenue on YouTube, especially not on this channel. This channel doesn't qualify for ads yet. I probably will turn ads on when I get to that level, if I ever do. But yeah, most of it for me is personal development. I'm not a very outgoing person, and YouTube gives me that, gives me a channel for creativity, basically. And that's what I use YouTube for. I enjoy the editing process. I enjoy learning. You know, I enjoy learning new ways of doing things. I always have to look it up, how to do things, but once you do it, you kind of feel glad, you kind of feel, you know, happy that you did it. You feel a little proud of yourself for figuring it out. That's what YouTube is for me. Personal development, doing something new. And it's a way for this introvert to be a little bit more of an extrovert. Because it does take quite a bit to actually put yourself out here on YouTube. Even though you're not looking at my face, it still takes quite a bit to put yourself out here on YouTube. So, you know, it's if you've not done it, I have to take my hat off to the guys that do this stuff daily, because it is quite the endeavor. So we make a left turn here. Hopefully this light doesn't take forever. All right. All right, so my first motovlog, I figured I'd just try and answer some of the questions everybody might want to know, because I probably will not turn on comments even on this one, because yeah, everybody, I know I suck. All right, you know, I already know that much. I don't need to hear it. So a little warm out tonight. Sitting still anyway. You're moving, it feels really nice. All right, so we are now on Missouri Highway A. If anyone's from the St. Louis area, this is Hillsboro. And if you're looking for a cool place around here to visit, just north of here is a covered bridge, really nice little park. I've made several trips to it on my channel. Well, I've made several trips to it. I've posted a couple on my channel. Yeah, if you're in the St. Louis area and you want to go there just to see it, it is one of the 3 remaining covered bridges in Missouri. And I'll probably do another motovlog style visit to it, just to put it in this format as well, because this is more of an interactive, kind of a real-time format. So that is one thing that I will talk about on my channel. While I don't get into politics, I will get into the pride in where you come from and pride in your country. You know, I am proud of my country. I am proud of being here in the United States. And see if I can time this so I don't have to put my feet down. How about that? It's possible sometimes, not possible all the times. Nope, getting pretty slow. There you go. Right as I put a foot down, light changed. That's my luck. You know what? I'm going to hit the highway here because the back road I was going to take is closed at the moment. Hopefully the wind noise here is not too bad. I'm going to have to see how this works out on in editing, but hopefully the wind noise is not too bad. If you're seeing this, hell, I'll probably post it anyway, because I kind of want to do it. You know, it's my first motovlog. I don't really want to redo it. But if the wind noise is too bad, I'll have to work out something else with the mic. I will tell you, this is not the most scenic trip to take through Missouri. Although this is a major thoroughfare north and south. But not the most scenic trip through the state of Missouri. There are some more scenic trips. We will get into some rides through Missouri with a lot better scenery than this, I promise. But for my first motovlog, I really wanted to do it at highway speed, because I kind of wanted to see what the wind noise is going to be like in this moment. That little creek there, it's called Joachim Creek, and it is really rolling. It's not normally near that high, but it's not as high as it's been. I've seen it up in that track there before. So we are currently flooded here in the Missouri. We're not at record-setting levels yet. Most places are not that close to setting the record yet. I think the Mississippi is at about the second highest it's ever been, or something like that, second or third. But it keeps raining the way it's been raining. And we'll have a chance of breaking a record this year. Which really sucks for riding, because a lot of the roads that I would actually take, like the one I wanted to take back home tonight, really, I would normally have took back home, is flooded. This is actually quite unusual that the traffic here is actually doing the speed limit. Normally people out here are doing 80 or 90. So why they're driving the speed limit, I don't have a clue. But it's quite freaking annoying. Kind of interesting, his third brake light doesn't work. Oh, there goes his third brake light. But he has a blinker in the middle. That's kind of odd. Hey, I'll tell you what, man, these dune buggies are cool. I've never had one. When I was in college, I had a friend that had one. Man, that thing was fun. Well, I'll tell you what, folks, I'm heading home. I'm going to wrap this one up. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, videos like this, subscribe, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.